breakfast thing or something. Girl, you like my bottom bitch. Post my bill, pay for my lawyer. Play your position when the mother hoes get out of order. When you wanna give me that, you purchase a plane, you take it for a long time. When I was the time, they my shit, them names, then you got a big next mirror lipstick. Basically, you bitch play with me, she paying me. I'm on some pimp shit for real. It's 2 a.m. club, was about to close up. Coming through my contacts, about to call one of my hoes up. Then I met you, kick game and followed you to the breakfast spot. You like I'm really true that night up in the Marriott. Straight up at your cherry pop. Talking switching up position, thought that she would never stop. Motherfucker in the mission, damn. When you wanna give me that, you purchase a plane, you take it for a long time. When I was the time, they my shit, the names, then you got a big next mirror lipstick. Basically, you bitch play with me, she paying me. I'm on some pimp shit for real. This 2 a.m. club was about to close up. Coming through my contacts, about to call one of my hoes up. Then I met you, kick game and followed you to the breakfast spot. You like I'm really true that night up in the Marriott. Straight up at your cherry pop. Talking switching up position, thought that she would never stop. Motherfucker in the mission, damn.
Doesn't matter what I say, 'cause I know that Alright, my friends, my family, everyone, how you doing? We'll get the cracking in just a jiffy, okay, just a jiffy. Thank you for tuning in here. Thank you for tuning in. We'll probably take it one more song, and then we'll get cracking, maybe half the song or so. Just sit tight and relax. That'll be a good one tonight. Grab your drinks, grab your notes, get ready. What a great fucking song! Boombox Cartel and Quicks with Supernatural. Jesus Christ, that is such a good song. And with that, my friends, let us begin. Thank you all for tuning in. This is your boy, Satoshi Motherfucking Heavy with a dose of crypto and 4X and maybe some stocks. We'll see. Probably not some stocks because I just do a high time for my stocks. So we won't do stocks tonight. Unless anyone has a specific request for like an intraday or day trade that you may think I might want to take a part in, then throw it at me and I'll be happy to look at that chart for you. But if not, then we're going to just try to stick to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, GPD USD, GPY USD, Euro USD, and gold. Alright? So with that, let us transition, and I'll get the music paused in the background and begin this damn thing. 3, 2, 1, transition. 5, 4. Let me cut this music, and we get this up and blown up, and we'll begin. Thank you, Boombox Cartel, for that beautiful music. I fucking love you. So with that, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Get your pens. Let's go. As of yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little salty because after this low was posted, I shorted here, closed here, shorted here, got stopped out here because I had a trail stop. I was targeting a little bit lower because I was looking for a slightly different count. As soon as this popped up and then started forming this little phase here, I was looking for a buyback opportunity, and I never saw what I really wanted. So my order to pick up was at 6,560. And I got picked up, obviously, and I wasn't going to chase anything I couldn't make sense of, really. And so, looking back at it, I really wish I would have just listened to myself, because it was and my fault is I was looking for an impulse when I shouldn't have. I just should have been looking for any sort of impulsive structure. And here was one right here being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. And you might be asking, wondering, like, how can that be an ABC when it's far greater than 1.61 extension? Well, my friends, I am going to go ahead and make it the firm announcement, and with the firm belief that in cryptocurrency and other highly leveraged markets with quote-unquote poor liquidity, meaning they're not heavily traded in the world. Cryptocurrency is still not heavily traded in the world, although it is heavily traded in regards to, like, I don't know. That's not like the traditional stocks where you have, it's almost, there's millions, you know, it's illiquid as fuck. Or liquid as fuck. Not illiquid, it's liquid as fuck. We don't get that opportunity in Bitcoin. And so we have to accommodate for that aspect. Illiquidity causes market spikes and in both directions. It causes very quick volatility. So with the two aspects of that and that cryptocurrency is heavily leveraged when it comes to trading, we have to accommodate for extensions for that. Right? Especially when it comes to like blowing out ranges and like shit like that. We have to accommodate that. And so I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement today that in regards to the alleyway principle and the Neil Wave principle, any move that's characterized by threes can extend all the way up to the 2.236. I had a few people say, hey, they've seen moves going to the 2.618 and still being ABC, but I've only seen that one or two times in altcoin, and that makes sense, right? That makes sense of why we saw it in altcoin, because altcoins are even far less liquid than Bitcoin is, and due to the illiquidity of that, the movements are going to be far more extrapolated. They're going to be way greater than what the movements would be in a traditional market or in another asset class or whatever you want to distinguish cryptocurrency as. That is more liquid and has more participants. The fact that we don't have that, we have to accommodate for that. All right. Okay. Now what's that bits to begin? Because I am gonna make that a hard rule for myself. Okay. Because that kind of fooled me here. It kind of fooled me down here. I was not expecting this to break over to 2.618. I was not. I was expecting this to be an ABC. I shorted here. And then I ended up closing here because I didn't see what I wanted to see on the breakdown, and I ended up longing this, thankfully, and closing here, shorting here, and I got fucking stopped out right here because I fucked up and made my trail stop a little too tight. Literally got stopped out by the dollar, and then dropped to my target zone, which was this higher here at 7,000. Pretty salty about that. All good. With that though, I am a believer that we are ranging of some sort. And we are bound to break up. Now, whether or not that break up is going to be of any significance, meaning that we're going to break this high at 7,477, I do not know. If you're coming from Twitter or my group, I post my YouTube link and a few other places. And so if you're coming from Elevate or you're coming from Twitter, you would have seen my two counts that I proposed. And both of them show that we move up momentarily, but that's where they stop being the same. In order to invalidate that momentary upside, I would need to see price start trading below, I would say 6,950. I would allow a wick down into this white box I'm about to throw up, but only a wick. I would not like us to trade down there. So I would like us to do that, and then do that, and then whatever. Okay? Let's talk about this a little bit more, because the primary aspect of us doing this midweek analysis is to find intraday plays and trade the day trade. And so let's look at this aspect here. I bought this low here at 7,050. I was like 7,053. 7,053. I was gonna say 70,000. Fucking dyslexia, son of a bitch. 7,053 is my buy-in. I have my stop at 7,043 now. So buy-in, stop, because I saw this pattern here. I was like, dude, this looks like a fucking flat. So I had no choice but to buy that. Had no choice but to buy that. Unfortunately, was a little late to my order, but it's all good. And and this current movement is subjectively a 5-wave impulse, but I'm thinking I'm going to get stopped out pretty soon. I'm just going to flutter down here, kiss that box, come up, and that will actually be our entry we want to make instead of this entry made here. Again, I would not like us below here. The internal structure here is quite the mess. This W could be here, or it could be here. If it's going to be this WXY, I believe it should be here. Although one may say it could be here. A, B, W, X, Y, A, B, C. I personally like it here. Regardless of the fact, though, is the structure that we're looking at, because this is massive. We can count this a few different ways. I'm thinking that we're going to break up because the structure looks like a very common structure that we look for a continuation of the current trend, which is that trend. And so I'm very curious for a buy opportunity. And so I'm going to be watching some MAs I have here on the 13-minute time frame cross back over bullishly, as well as this 5-minute to go bullish 2 with momentum. To kind of give me a confirmation of this idea being possibly true. And I'll add on that break. This move here, I have no idea. It's channeling. So typically a channel is of a corrective sequence. That's why I wasn't willing to exit this position and start shorting with the anticipation it's going to come to this side. I wasn't willing to do that because it's channeling. That's typically not what you look for an impulse. And so I'm thinking maybe at the minimum it'll break up one more time and then maybe either go down, and I'll be able to even move my stop up at that point to there, and I won't have any risk involved. Or it's going to actually be the move we want, and it's going to break up hard up into this range, come up here, and then come to the downside. Okay, so that's the game plan and the mindset going into the play today, or overnight. Okay, I'm not willing to let go of this position I got, because to me that's a pretty good buyback opportunity that I stepped into. I'm not willing to let go of that position. Stop me out for a little loss, and I'll look to rebuy a potential zone down here if I see what I want, and or do what I've been looking for and come and push up to the upside one more time. When I studied the entire structure, because like I said, we're going to go ahead and talk about this a little bit more. We usually don't do this during midweek, but I'll go ahead and do this today. This structure here is either extremely bullish, or it's temporarily bearish into an extremely bullish again. And so this particular count I have here, it depicts that the extremely bullish count being that, let's go ahead and delete this shit. We don't need this shit anymore for now. Well, I want that. Delete that. Delete that. Okay. I am a believer that this is a WXY. Now, the question lies: is this it? Is this the WXY? Are we done? In terms of structure, 100% possible. We even broke up impulsively in a very strong move. Although the structure internally was of what seemed of three-wave structure or denotation, the move itself was very impulsive. And since this entire structure that's being built here is of corrective nature, we can't always assume perfect 5-wave structures to be forming here. But as long as the mood fits what we look and anticipate for impulse, then we have to assume that. And so that's what I'm looking at here. In regards to time, this entire structure works very well. That hits perfectly. We can extend all the way to this purple box I'm about to throw here and still be 100% logical for a buyback opportunity, meaning that this will be breaking up one more time to the upside for this C wave here. You notice we made a low point right where we need to. and structurally have completed what we expect for WXY. Zigzag X flat. But, in my opinion, I don't like this for one reason. And it's because of this. I'm going to do this. This is my count for now. That's the bullish count that we were throughout earlier today. But I'm thinking it's going to happen here. I might be a fucking fool by switching my bias, but let's see. So I think this is what the chart's telling me. I'm thinking the chart is telling me we're still in this WXY. This is a flat, clear flat, right? Up, well, this right there, this to there to there, that would technically, well, that would be a zigzag. So, but this move here, right here, there's no way I could not denote that as anything else but 5 waves. And so if that's 5 waves, that it cannot be a B wave. It cannot be a B wave. It can't. Actually, it works still. No, never mind. The WXY works still. I lied. It works still. Look, it still works. I lied. Look. It still works. First X, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that works. Never mind. I thought that it was an easy giveaway, and we don't need it. So it's still gonna make us work. The market always makes us work. Always makes us really pay attention and make us work. Okay, we're dumping like I guess we are. So I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably gonna stop that pretty soon because I assume we're gonna do this. But I'm looking for a buyback opportunity in this little box here. I'm just gonna continue this idea here. So the first implication is that this is a 1, a 2. Well, not first. This is the secondary implication. I'm with the more bearish count for now. This is 1. This is 2. It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 4. It's gonna be 5. And it's gonna end up being a completed C wave. Validation comes on the break of that high, in my opinion. The other opportunity, or the other count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diagonal. A diagonal just converges, so it's 100% legal a diagonal. Not legal, but whatever. And this is going to end up being an A, a B, a C. Find a terminating point in there. And this end up being A, B, C, W, X, Y. And that's your buyback opportunity. Both of them, though, has this on a long first. And then we'll see what happens here. My suggestion is what I'm going to do is play with a trail stop. Keep writing it up. And look for any signs of weakness up top here. If we end up rejecting hard, obviously we know that our buy here needs to be exited. If we end up hitting this and like floating and end up making another flat, so let's say if we go up and then do this, we want to look at that as a buyback opportunity. Okay. So that's my 2 ideas. Those are that's the game plan on the 2 ideas. But to me, this all seems corrective. All right, let's talk about ETH a little bit. What up, AP? What up, Noza? I don't know why I'm just fucking I just saw my chat box was not open. Okay, this is technically wrong. Let's see here. Let's see here. Well, I mean, that could still be an X wave, but not really the prettiest thing in the world. Ethereum's a little fishy here. A little fishy. Because this entire structure is still very much... Ethereum makes it seem like we're going to break the fuck out. To be honest. It does. at least for one more high, at least bare minimum, at least. Just looking at it, you know, it's hard to get the same count with Ethereum on Bitcoin. Because like I said, what if Bitcoin's at leading diagonal 1, 2? That wouldn't make sense for Ethereum. Ethereum's clearly going to break that. If it moves up, Ethereum will break that high if it moves up. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It will break that high if it moves up. If it breaks this high, it's breaking that high. No doubt about it. And so it doesn't really fit the confines of what we just discussed with Bitcoin. So do we, even consider that still with Bitcoin? I do not know. As an intraday trader, I'm just going to continue playing with the little small time frames, saying hopefully that will get me on the right path. In terms of structure on Ethereum, it is 100% a fucking mess. Few things to take away from this entire structure. I think this is one move. One move being a three-way move. I'm just really liking the WXY for both coins. Because the only other count I can get for it would be a WXY this way, XY, and this is A, B, C. But then again, like I said, that move, that doesn't fit the characteristics of what I assume and what I look for in a corrective sequence B wave that will end up breaking one more to the downside. That move is not what I'm looking for. That would not make me confidence in a B wave coming to the downside. So let's dive in. See if we can see anything extra. This was so messy. That looks like 3 waves. But again, I've been seeing a lot of the first moves being a 3-way notation ends up breaking extremely bullishly, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is the low we make and we're going to end up breaking to the top side. In terms of structure, this is exactly what we look for. This current move here makes it seem like we want to test this one lower right there, and then at that point come back up. I'm not in any position on ETH. I'm only in Bitcoin so far, but if we get this, I might go long on both coins here, because this structure just, to me, just seems like we're going to continue up one more time, at least at a bare minimum. This works very well for a WXY. Alright, so let's go on to our 2 other coins. We said we're going to touch on EOS and Litecoin. You say Trump sucks? Oh, I mean, I don't like Trump personally. So I agree with that. Look at that fucking dildo. Holy shit. EOS. Holy shit, EOS. What the fuck? Jeez. EOS exploded. Holy crap. Oh, that's a 10-minute. Still, that's a pretty significant move. Yeah, this does not scream like we're gonna fucking go ABC. Does not seem like that. It seems like we should do this. We got a kick-ass sell signal on this 45-minute. But we haven't really moved anywhere. Look how far RSI ran. Look how far price ran. Nowhere. This went far, this went nowhere. Wow, is that leading diagonal on EOS there? My god. And then a combo. A, B, C. So look at extensions here. If we hit the 1618 extension, I'll be a high alert. Oh yeah, this is on high alert to fucking, how about double extension? Typically when I've seen it quite often where your wave 3, if it doesn't hit the the extreme extension, like at 2.3, 2.6, then your wave 5 ends up being very similar to wave 3, if not even more extensive. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How it fits into this entire structure, I don't know. Who knows? I'm not going to really get into that. This, again, this is just for intradays. We're just trying to see what the fucking market is trying to tell us right at this very moment and play it. If you want to get on my EOS high time frame account, we can discuss that this Sunday. But we already discussed the high time frame like we normally don't do on Bitcoin, so we're just going to continue on the process of looking at the intraday stuff and seeing what position we could take on. I'm bullish at least for one more high across the board. Across the board. Got this one wrong too. Cleared the low. Litecoin and Bitcoin look the weakest out of all of them. EOS and Ethereum look very strong. Technically though, then all of the coins will be doing the same exact thing, and all the coins will have essentially the same exact count. Besides maybe EOS. All of them seem to be have done or completed some sort of running, complex, multi-move fucking corrective phase. That's all it seems like. I would have to say I have to stay bullish on Litecoin as long as we hold 41.20, or I'll say 41. I would allow us to drop down here in the ABC, because it looks like it wants to do an ABC, and still be bullish on Litecoin. Okay. Don't really care for that. Didn't get to our buy zone, which is unfortunate. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on ETH here, which is pretty huge. Interesting. I did not notice that broke out like that today. What about yesterday? It looks like it's ready for a correction though, so I wouldn't be surprised if that next move up on all the coins will cause a corrective sequence. It's just whether or not, how would it form? How would it form? How would this form? Why am I seeing weakness on Bitcoin ETH? Let's go to ETH. Let's go back to ETH real quick. I want to see something real quick before we get over to the Forex side. Real quick. One sec. I'm trying to see if I can see like a combo WXY. I just decided to disregard completely because I'm biased kind of right now, bullishly. You fucking cocksucker. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see what I can see. So flat X wave. This would be a zigzag. And the first move would be the three waves, A, B, C, and then you have a harsh correction, not harsh, but a correction, and then A, B, C, or even a 5-wave impulse. And this will end up completing our idea being W, X, Y. X is W is a flat. That means Y most likely won't be, leaving us with a zigzag and or a triangle. Since triangles are the most rare thing on the earth, we don't assume a triangle, we assume a zigzag. So if this is indeed going to be what we're thinking it's going to be, which is a gigantic fucking WXY with a gigantic running flat for X wave, then this move should be very, very impulsive. Okay. Okay, now we can go on to Forex. Then we get out of here. We're talking for a little bit too long. About 45 minutes. We got 15 minutes to get this shit crack-a-lackin'. We're going to cover gold, Euro USD, GPY, and EU. Oh, wait, GPP, whatever. GPP, whatever you want to call it. So, if anyone took that short on gold, we literally fucking called the top of that. That was fucking great. That was a nice call. Let's go DXY, because that was another beautiful fucking call on DXY. I was like, this does not look done. Oof, baby, baby, baby. Good thing we stick to our guns. Stick to our guns. Press V. What the fuck, brother? What the fuck, brother? That was a gas bunny, though. This looks as though it wants to come down momentarily. It does look. This is gonna fucking moon. Looks like, honestly, holy shit. Is this gonna be a fucking this? A, B, C. This can actually start. I'm interested. Let's go here. So that means this will go down, not up. Interesting. I already had a very, 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 very hard time saying this is one, so I'm gonna go ahead and just. I'm actually not. We're not gonna trade this. We're gonna step away. To me, this is not the clearest thing. Like, that seems pretty sharp. That might just be a combo, WXY, I'm just completely fucking missing. It could be just a combo, WXY, and it's going to go like this. And down here will be the buy. To complete that. I like that structure, but I'm not willing to trade for it. Because I can't really depict what exactly is going on with confidence in here. So we're going to go ahead and disregard Euro for this week. Or the end of this week. We'll come back to it Monday or Sunday. See if anything. Probably nothing will change. Obviously, it's only been a few days. Only gonna be a few days, but we'll. As of right now, I don't see anything clear on Euro. So let's get away from Euro. Because it looks like dollar wants to run it one more time. I don't think this hit a minimum requirement to say this can be done. Let's see here. We barely missed it. This looks like an A, B, C. So yeah, I'm not willing to risk that on Euro, saying that we go up because my initial thesis was that it was a lean diagonal. Not willing to risk that. So I thought this would be, again, I thought this was going to be a little bit bigger of a push here. Ended up being a push, but not exactly what we wanted. Again, looks like Bitcoin's rolling over still. I'm expecting to come to that lower box, like I said, still. I would really like the structure to, let's see here, give me this. This will give me really high confidence in two things. In this short here, and then this buy here. It would give me confidence in both those. If we just start shooting down from here, I wouldn't really know exactly what happened. I would expect this to be a 1 and a 2 and then 3. But at first, I was with this being completed flat and it was coming to always at a downside. But we started doing this weird choppy shit. And I was like, okay, maybe we're actually going to be in a bigger sequence here. And so that's what I initially traded that for. But this hasn't really gotten us anywhere. One, two, three, four, five. Very interesting structure here. That looks like a 5 of impulse. That seems like an ABC. This subjectively a 5 of impulse because of that pivot there. If it's not though, I would consider this all one move right there. It's going to come up to the upside, which I'm really hoping for. But we'll see. If we start trading below 107.50 on USD GPY, I would expect this to keep rolling to the downside. For now, I'm moderately bearish, but I'm hoping my bias isn't just making me think that. I meant bullish. GPD. This one was very unfortunate because we're really eyeing that short setup after we had that killer long setup from the low side. Unfortunately, it looks like we might have missed, but look at this fucking setup we got here, my friends. Holy crap. It's very seldom we get a setup this clean. This is a very, very clean setup. And if we're not taking this, if you're not taking this, you are 100% not regarding this pattern as the holy grail of every single thing in the whole fucking world when it comes to trading. That, we don't get many opportunities this clean. I'm kind of scared because how clean it is. But why wouldn't we take this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why won't we take this? Tell me why. Tell me why you won't take this. There's no reason why you should not take this. If you're an Elliott wave trader and or believe in some sort of pattern analysis, and this is hard invalidation to move over here. But I'm willing to say we stay below. I'm willing to say this might be the top. So I'm willing to short this, stop at the high. If it stops us out, it's because it's going to extend in C-wave. But to me, it's not. To me, the time aspects for this move, are fit very well to assume we're going to end here. But if it's not, then we'll push up and do this, which still would be a short setup. Which will still be a short setup for us. It'll be a double top short setup, and this will end up coming to about equal lows. This a little bit lower, probably here. So short here, stop there, stops us out, then it's probably going to do this. We wait for that fifth wave, and then you short it to the downside, being a double top. A, B, C. Okay? Very good setup here, very good opportunity. Very minimal risk. A lot of downside. I would be targeting 1.2236, 23 in it. That's 6 shit. I'll be targeting a minimum of 1-to-1. Is a 1.231 with the actual target I said. Clout target would be the 1.618 down here at 1.216 and 1.218. I do not think we get there, but if we do, I'll be happy. So that's the game plan for this specific chart. I'm a believer that we have completed some sort of impulsive phase to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we were a buyer on that low. I was a firm believer that we're in an impulse. I'm a firm believer we completed an impulse now, and we're now ranging to the downside. We broke this in this range in less time and complexity. It took a lot of complexity to build this range. We just broke it in one time, one simple swift move, and we're now trading below the pivot. And we rejected the pivot, and we're creating a sell setup. This is exactly what we look for value range theory logic. So why won't we take this setup? If we get stopped out, we get stopped out with minimal risk. This is what it is. We're not always going to be right. I like the setup. This is going to be the trade of the week, I think, next week. Maybe even get in. I usually don't like holding trades over the weekend, but we'll see. Gold. Appreciate you being here, Woods, man. Take it easy, man. On gold, I'm again a firm believer we completed an impulse and we need time to correct. We can stay up here and just chopping around sideways. But I'm thinking we're going to test this box here. Sorry for all the mess, but I'm thinking we're going to test at least by the bare minimum of this area here. So if you took that short, you literally shorted the top. So congratulations. I did not, like I stated, I was not going to trade gold because I don't hate trading gold, but the fact that my broker makes me buy, like, I can't, like, just, it's different. I don't know, it's just different. I don't get the gains I don't normally see because it's like I can't, gold costs so much compared to, like, fucking euro and all that, so it's just not the same gains. Okay. Another possibility that this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's about to be a monster wave 3 in the fifth wave. And this will end up turning into this. Pick your poison. I think we need time to correct, but who knows? This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then break it for 5. Since this wave 1 looks longer than this one, we would know a top. We would assume a top. Actually, wait, this isn't longer. Look at that. This is longer. So wave 5 could literally extend as far as it wants. So be very mindful of that. Always have a stop. I personally think we don't want to test this low here and before any movement back up. But who am I? Just be careful, okay? And with that, everyone, that is essentially it. If you have any last-minute questions or concerns, I'll be happy to answer them. But for the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to start playing the music and get us out of here, okay? Thank you all for tuning in. It's been your boy, Satoshi motherfucking Heavy, with a dose of crypto Forex. And no stocks tonight, because I only primarily trade the high time, give it for members who are like high time investors, stuff like that. And it just has no real value for me to do the day trading shit for the week when I don't day trade it. So I don't want to clutter my mind. I want to stay focused on the few things and the few coins and pairs that I trade heavily. That's all I want to do. I want to focus on that. That's it. I want to focus on making money and the pairs that I follow daily, so I'm not lost in the sauce. Okay? So thank you all for tuning in. Let's get this music pumping and get us out of here.
When night has become the day, they're sending you far away, so far away.
By the way,
When everything starts to fade,
make sure to make a profile at elevate.com, elevate-trading.com. Sign up, get all my high time frame analysis. Today, I'm going to actually update Bitcoin high time frame analysis and also DGI high time frame analysis. So please, please, please make yourself a free profile at elevate-trading.com and see what I have to give y'all on the high time frame, all right? We plan on unveiling a little bit more things and a little bit benefits to people who have those free profiles. But for now, that's what you get. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. And make sure to catch me this fucking Sunday at 10 to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll get it cracking. Like we always do, we'll discuss the high time frame and the low time frame on everything crypto, Forex, and DGI, SPX. And whatever you get else you all have for me, I will go ahead and chart those up. Make sure to drop any requests on any charts in the comment section after the upload is made in about an hour. If you don't do that, I will not listen to your requests on Twitter. It must be dropped on and inside YouTube. Okay? Don't request me to chart something on Twitter. I won't do it. Do it on YouTube. I want to see your comments. Okay? With that, everyone be safe. Listen to your health officials. Don't go out. Practice social distancing. Stay home. Wash your hands. Once you leave your house, don't put your hands to your face. Wear a mask. Okay? Stay safe, everybody. This has been your boy, Such Motherfucking Heavy. Peace the fuck out.
when you feel out of place, you don't have to be afraid. No, you don't have to be afraid. Take my hand and real. This is freedom. That's what we are made of. Yes, we are. Yes, sir.